All right. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. 8:15. We're going live. Let's go. All right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful people? All right, my son is chilling in the back. He thinks everything in this place is a toy. In some ways it is, some ways it's not. But that's one he could just play around with. That's a Windows gaming PC, so he can mess that up. It's all good. But I'm happy to be here, ladies and gents. I know it's been a while, so basically I'm gonna keep this live, very simple. I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna keep it straight to the point, because we haven't went live in a while, and so what I want to do is I want to do a quick recap on some of the basics. Yep, yeah, I know it's a emoji. So I want to, keep it real basic. I don't want to, go a little crazy. But what I will do is this: on Monday's live lesson, on Monday's live lesson, we're gonna promote it really heavy. Babe, you can take him out of here because he's making a lot of noise at this point. So we're gonna go crazy on Monday, but for today, we're gonna run down on some of the basics, because it is very, very important that we at least cover this. At least have this as a reference. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the link for today's lesson just to give people, who are not really familiar with Forex or binary options, just to give them, that quick gist as to what it is. But Monday we are going to start in a big way. I have a few partners, and we're gonna go 10 toes deep on Monday. So today we're gonna keep it simple, and again, this is gonna be used as a reference point. So feel free to. I'm looking at this camera, but here's the camera right here. Feel free to rewatch, review, relearn. If you have any questions, keep it within the discussion of this post right here on this live. So any questions you got, post it right here. I'll make sure that I'll answer your questions, right on this thread, just so we can keep everything together, and it's gonna be, easily referenced when other people are probably having the same kinds of questions that you're having after going through this content. So let's get right into it. So what is Forex and binary options? We're gonna do a quick rundown. I think you guys are really gonna like this. There are many types of investments currently circulating, including foreign exchange investments. Stocks is a big deal. Stock options. Trading bonds, investing in bonds. It's a really, really huge deal as well. Investing in crypto is the biggest thing, right now. So understand this: you can trade crypto. Okay, you can trade crypto if you are trading on Forex platforms, and binary as well. So on binary platforms, you can day trade crypto. In addition, now you have spot ETFs, which falls under the equities category, that stocks is, a part of. So crypto is officially everywhere at this point. And now we just got word that the New York Stock Exchange is now considering going 24/7. So trading is about to be on the up and up in a way that it's never been before. So I'm really excited about what's coming. But yeah, there's many types of investments circulating in the market, including foreign exchange investments. So when you hear Forex is the short term for foreign exchange. Okay. Now, basically, we're going to be running these lives right here exclusively on this Facebook group. And yeah, these lives are going to be free. We will have very exclusive mastermind type of lives that are going to be exclusive to those that are subscribers to our signals. But we'll talk about that a little later. In the meantime, enjoy the lives right here on this Facebook group. We could do the lives on Discord. We could do the lives on Telegram. We could do the lives on YouTube. But what we figured out after doing extensive research and a lot of trial and error and a lot of experience, keeping it with Facebook, keeping the lives within Facebook, is just much better in so many different aspects. So you get to enjoy free lives here. I'm gonna go live here for free Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's Forex, foreign exchange market. When the internet started to become mass adopted, right, to the consumer base, at that point there was first generation brokers. So we're talking about Forex brokers, all types of different brokers. Now people didn't have to call up their actual broker agent, right, to place a trade anymore. Because doing it that way, the old school way, you probably wasn't able to enter a trade until a few days, a few weeks, or a couple of days. They were getting better in that time because back then in the 80s, you would have to fax some stuff in or whatever. It was just so crazy just to place a trade. So when the internet started to become more available for the average use, then online brokers were born for day traders like you and me, for retail traders like you and me. And so this is when Forex started to really started to grow its roots into the internet space. So what can be traded on Forex platforms? You could trade currencies, of course, because that is what the foreign exchange market is, exchanging one currency for another. Okay, you could trade commodities such as gold, oil, silver. You could trade cryptocurrencies. You could trade indices as well, which is pretty fire. Indices like US 30, Nas 100, SPX 500. Now, when we are looking in the Forex market, when we are looking at these charts and we start to see these investment assets in it, okay, the symbol or asset, whatever it is you call it, securities, whatever it is that you are looking to trade, okay, when you're trading a Forex pair, all right, this is the anatomy of the pair. Essentially what it is you're pitting one currency against another. So you're buying and selling at the same time. You're buying one currency while shorting the other at the same time. So let me teach you how the anatomy basically works. So this right here is the Euro USD currency pair. This is the most common one, right? The first part of the currency pair is the base currency. Okay, so this is the base currency. Okay, the second currency in the currency pair is the quote currency. So what you're doing is you're leading with the base currency. You're either buying it or you selling it, and whatever currency it is paired with, you're doing the exact opposite with the other currency. So for example, if you're buying Euro USD, you're buying Euro, but at the same time you're selling USD. You're betting Euro against the dollar at that point. However, if you were selling Euro USD, what you are doing at that point is you're selling Euro but buying the dollar at the same time. That's how it works, okay? So base currency, quote currency. All right, keep this in mind. So pairs are together, and basically you'll see in the exchange rate what it really means when it comes to the currency exchange rate, so on and so forth. So then we get into understanding the exchange rates, okay? So based on the exchange rates is based on the quote currency. So for example, when I took this snapshot in January 31st of 2024, okay, at 6:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, looking at Euro USD, the exchange rate was 1.08138. Now, what the average person like you and me see as consumers when we're looking at an item that we're ready to buy, right? What we're looking at is we're looking at the surface price, $1.08, basically, right? However, in the Forex market, the numbers are extended, all right, to the, it's extended much more to the point where we get, beyond the pennies and into the micro pennies and into the pips and baby pips, so on and so forth. So let me show you what I mean. This is what we see usually, but the Forex speculators see the extension of the exchange rate prices over here. And this is what matters, because when this goes up or down, it's going to impact our trades at that very small level, okay? We are talking about high frequency trading here. Now, when we're looking at a Japanese yen pair, so any pair that is including the Japanese yen, it's just gonna look slightly different, but essentially it's the same principle. Okay, every exchange rate is gonna be based on the quote currency. So over here it's 147.014, which means for every 147.014 yen, all right, you get $1. Okay, so you're gonna see the quote currency exchange rate, and that is basically what it's gonna take to equal $1. So whether it's Euro USD, USD JPY, this is what you're gonna see. So over here, $1.08, extending to 138 equals €1, and that was based on this exchange rate at this time. It's always going to change because the market is a free floating exchange system. Okay. Now that we got through the exchange rates and we spoke about the anatomy of a currency pair and exactly what we're doing in Forex, right? We're exchanging one currency for another. We're pitting one currency against another. Now we have to understand how orders work and how lot sizes work, basically. So this is it right here. First of all, what is a pip? A pip is the price interest point. Okay, the pip stands for the percentage of point, also known as the price interest point. On most currency pair exchange rates, the pip is the fourth digit to the right of the decimal. On yen pairs, pips are the second digit to the right of the decimal. Hi, Papa. You want to sit down right here? Okay, I think Mommy's gonna come and take you out of here.
Sorry.
All right, it's all good. I love you. I'll see you later. Okay. Yeah, he's attached to me, guys. So on yen pairs, pips are the second digit to the right of the decimal, and I'm gonna show you an example here. Pips are used as a unit of measure from one exchange rate to another. This is how we are able to measure, trades, what it's projected to do, what we think it might do whenever we conduct our analysis. For traders, a pip value is changed depending on the lot size that is being executed on a trade. So now let's get into the lot sizes. So when I'm about to place an order, okay, if I'm about to place an order in the foreign exchange market, okay, if I wanted to make it have a very little impact on my trading account, I would go with a micro lot. So before I trade, I set it to a micro lot. And essentially what this means is the value for every pip is only 10 cents. If I go and order with a mini lot, all right, the value for every pip at that point is $1. Okay? And a full or a standard lot, okay, it looks like $1 in your order screen. Every standard lot is valued at $10 per pip. Now there's limitations to where you can go. So for a micro lot, 0.01 is 10 cents per every pip, right? But what is 0.02? That's 20 cents per pip. So you could order up to 9 micro lots, as you can see over here. When we're talking about mini lots, every pip is worth $1 at that point, okay? But the most you could go is 0.99 mini lots, okay? So 9 mini lots, all right, 0.9, all right, 9.9 mini lots basically. A full or standard lot looks like $1. The most you could trade up to is 1,000 lots in a trade at any particular time. Now that is when you get to an absolute elite level financially and skills wise. All right, you may take big risk at that point, which will be big for the average person, but maybe at that point, years down the line, it'll be a relatively small, light risk for you. There's so many opportunities where people can actually make money more faster using leveraged money, okay? And there's different methods to doing that. This is what the elites do. They take out loans, they use those loans, okay, to trade, all right? And then they pay back those loans and they eat from the profit. Who did that? George Soros. one of the biggest investors on planet Earth. This guy got so much money that he literally moves markets for real, with the kind of plays that he makes. You could, reference Black Wednesday, an event they called Black Wednesday in 1992, where he borrowed $10 billion to short it against the British pound. And at the end of it all, he paid all his debt back, all right, all the money he borrowed back, and he was able to profit $1 billion out of that. This dude almost destroyed the UK economy when that happened. It's called Black Wednesday of 1992. Look it up, okay? So there's big plays, all right, being implemented, but me and you as retail traders, we're going to start from the retail trader level. Now, like I said, I told you I was going to show you a visualization of what a pip is. So on a pair like Euro USD, okay, the pip is the fourth digit, all right, to the right of the decimal. This is 1,000th of a penny. This is what a pip is. JPY pairs is a little different. When you look at JPY pairs, the pip is the second digit to the right of the decimal, okay? And so whenever these pip digits change, okay, we're either winning or losing. And based on whatever lot size you are, you're going to know what you're winning or losing. Now, there's also a thing to factor in, because we're talking hypothetical examples if you profit, but really that's gross profit. We want to get into the net profit. So what's standing in the way, all right, before you get to the net profits? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a few things, all right? So let's talk about spread, leverage, and margin. So leverage, well, let's start off with spread. So spreads are how the brokers get paid. So when you're trading regular Forex, it doesn't matter what trade you're starting off with. Most likely, your trade is going to start off in the loss or in the red automatically. And the reason why is because the first thing you do when you execute a trade is you're paying the broker. How do you pay the broker? Through the spreads. How is the spread measured? It's measured in pips. So before you actually enter trade, you'll get to see, okay, if I trade USD JPY right now, the spread is 3 pips. The broker is going to want their 3 pips. So any profit you generate after those 3 pips are net profits. Until then, there's gross profits, right? So if the spread of a currency pair is 3 pips and you're in profit, right, just gross profit 3 pips, you're basically broken even, right? So you have to net more than 3 pips in order for you to be profitable in that example. So spreads are how the brokers get paid. There's no way around that. That's just what it is. Leverage allows your broker to let you trade with more power in your liquid capital. For example, a 1 to 50 leverage means for every real dollar you trade is like trading with the power of $50, okay? The reason why you want to go through a broker when you're trading Forex is because you're obviously getting a discounted price to enter the market. If you try to enter the market raw, most people just don't have the money to do it. So you want to leverage brokers to get those discounted prices in order for you to enter the market through them. They eat with your trades whether you win or lose, okay? Some brokers have different business models. Some brokers have business models where they want their clients to lose and they don't last long, right? Because obviously, people are going to leave them. Then you have other brokers that kind of do a hybrid. And if you're very profitable and they see that, then they actually go in with you on these trades. If they see that you're not really that profitable, your accuracy is not up to par, whatever, then they throw you on a different, side of their business model. And then there's other brokers that are completely, they completely don't care if you win or lose. They're gonna get paid regardless, right? To me, those are the best brokers. A broker that it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Okay, they eat off the spreads. That's what you want. Okay, you don't want to enter a broker that is kind of counting on you to lose. And believe me, I've seen people out there that it's an interesting place. So you have to do some due diligence. I would recommend you ask some questions around before you choose any broker. Now, there's some that I can point you to, but at the end of the day, it's not a mandatory thing. It is just a light recommendation. But anyway, let's talk about margin. Upon the execution of your trade, as you can read and follow along with me here, your broker will set a limit as to how much equity the executed position can use from your overall account balance. Let me just break this down simple, okay? Every time you enter a trade, any trade, your broker is automatically going to set aside a small amount as a cushion just in case the trade doesn't work out. Now, if the trade doesn't work out, okay, and it's eating through the margin your broker set for you, and you ate through all that margin, your broker is going to conduct what's called a margin call, which means that they terminate the trade, and you're going to be at a total loss in that trade. In the beginning, when you're just starting off in Forex, a lot of people get margin call because they're really just learning, and the biggest reasons why is they literally set a trade without putting a stop loss, take profit, which you will learn in a couple of minutes, and they just like forget about it, and next thing you know, the market doesn't go their way. So there's things that you have to be mindful of, so you're not losing more than what you are willing to risk when it comes to trading in the market. It's very important. When we are looking at these charts and you start to see these candles, you're like, okay, what are these candles? This looks like a whole other language, right? Here's the basic candle anatomy, all right? And we're going to get into the charts in a second, but I want to prepare you for this, okay? And remember, feel free to always rewatch, review, relearn. I'm going to save the link for this so everyone has it. I'll probably add it to the guide and put this as a pinned post, so just be mindful of that. Now, when you're looking at the candles, all right, this is what you're going to see. When it is a bullish candle, that means price went up, okay, from where it opened at, okay? And as long as it ends anywhere above where it opened at, it is a bullish candle. Usually bullish candles are blue, green, sometimes white. It depends what color scheme you want to use in your charts, but for the most part, it's usually blue, green, or white. Now, opening price is the bottom of the candle body. Close price is the top of the candle body. So what does that mean exactly? I'll tell you what it means. Let's say, it's a new, let's say 10 p.m. just hit, okay? And opening price starts. Well, it's going to start right there at the bottom. Now, what's going to happen is this. By the end of it, if it goes anywhere above it, this candle is automatically going to be a bullish candle. If it goes anywhere above it and closes, the top of the body is the closing price. Now, what happens between the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever candle chart you have it set to, because you can set it to 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 4 hours, weekly, whatever. Each candle represents what the price has done in the intervals that you set the chart on. So if it's a 5-minute chart, each candle represents 5 minutes of what price is done in those 5 minutes. So here we go. Let's say a 5-minute candle just opened, okay? And, it started over here, started coming up a little bit, then it started going down, right? It came to this point. This is the lowest point it came to, but it didn't stop there. Remember, it's a 5-minute candle in this example, okay? So at the end of the 5 minutes, during those 5 minutes, it probably went all the way up here, boom. But at the end of the 5 minutes, it closed right over here. So the wick in the bottom and the wick in the top is representing a track mark, so to speak, as to the highest point prices reach and the lowest point prices reach. Now, when we're looking at a bearish candle, it is the opposite, okay? So basically, if the candle opened at a certain point and it ended anywhere below that opening price, okay, that makes it a bearish candle. Usually they are red. For the most part, they are red. But again, certain people, they want to use different color schemes. You can customize your charts, so on and so forth. Case in point, bearish candles, it starts at a point and it closes lower than the opening price, okay? Now, in the course, let's say we were looking at a 15-minute chart and we're looking at a bearish candle. Basically, what you see over here is this. There's the highest point prices reached, the lowest point prices reached, but it closed, okay, right here at the closing price. So the opening price, all right, in a bearish candle is the top of the candle body. The closing price of a bearish candle is the bottom of the candle body, all right? And here's the tracks. These are called wicks, of course, right? So keep that in mind. It's a little different on the bullish because the opening price is the bottom of the body, closing is the top of the body. When it comes to bearish candles, opening is the top of the body, closing is the bottom of the body. Okay, so each candle shows what price is done within the time frame you analyze the market in. Market execution or instant execution is when a trader execute an on-the-spot position, okay, at the market exchange rate. You can instantly execute into a buy or sell position, and I'll show you how that looks like in just a couple of seconds here. There are 4 pending order types when it comes to the market, okay, when it comes to the Forex market. All right, you have your buy stop, your sell stop, your sell limit, your buy limit. So ideally, why would you want to use any of these orders? Well, the cool thing is this. It's basically like setting up bear traps to catch profits. That's really what it is. But let me show you how it works, right? So let's just say the market right now is at a low point, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, it looks like it's about to go into an uptrend, but I want to be sure of it, okay? It's trapped in a consolidation zone, and it looks like it's probably going to break to the upside. So what I want to do is I want to place a buy stop above where the market is currently at. So you're setting up a buy price that's above where the market is currently at. So when the market crosses up, that is when that buy activates. Now, if we're talking about a sell stop, all right, same thing. We're looking at the market. We decide that we want to place the sell below where the market is currently at. So when the market finally crosses down that point, okay, that sell then activates in hopes that, you know, we become profitable when the market makes more of a downturn. Now, when we're looking at limit orders, sell limit, buy limit, it's a little different because this is based on our anticipation that the market is going to bounce from a certain level. So, for example, if I want to place a sell limit, I'm actually going to place the sell limit above where the market is currently at. This is different than a sell stop. Sell stop, I'm placing it below where the market is at. A sell limit, I'm placing it above where the market is at. So as soon as the market touches it and it goes back down, that is when it activates. So I was counting on that resistance point. I was counting on that sell zone, so to speak, right? On buy limit, you know, similar thing. We place in the buy below where the market is at because we are anticipating that the market is probably going to jump down, hit a level, and then bounce up. So we want to catch that bounce. The bottom line is when it comes to buys and sells, we want to buy at the lowest possible point. We want to sell at the highest possible point. That's the name of the game. Buy low, sell high, just like real estate, right? Okay, so here's some buy and sell synonyms to keep in mind. So I'm going through this introduction slide so everyone has it. So as we move forward, all right, we can get into more of the juicier topics that you guys want to learn. So buy and sell synonyms to keep in mind, especially if you're a beginner. Buy means the same thing as long. So if I say, hey, I'm going to long USD JPY, that means I'm going to buy USD JPY. If I say I'm going to call Euro USD, that means I'm going to long or buy Euro USD. Okay, bullish. I'm going to take the market in the bullish direction. That means I want to take it for a buy. That means I want to take it for a ride north, right? I'm going to go with a higher order. That means I'm buying, I'm longing it, I'm calling it, you know, I'm taking the market bullish, up, yes. So these are synonyms, which means words that means the same thing. I'm aware we have people in other countries that do speak English, maybe not too good. So I need to break it down in the most simple way, guys, okay? So sell means the same as short, put, bearish, lower, down, no. There are some brokers that just yes or no. Like, for example, Nadex. It'll ask you a question. Like, placing a trade is basically you answering a question. Is the market going to be higher than this point? If the answer is yes, that's a buy. If the answer is no, it's a sell. All right. So different brokers, right, have different terminologies. That means the same thing. They're all synonyms. Okay. All right. Did I skip one? Yeah. Okay. So the MetaTrader terminal. Okay. When you are trading traditional Forex, if it's a broker that's outside of the U.S., most likely they are using MetaTrader as their terminal for you to be able to take your trades. So over here, volume means your lot size. How you want to trade Euro USD? Okay, cool. You want to enter a buy? Okay, fine. How many lots do you want to put in? That's volume. Okay. Stop loss. What's the exchange rate that you know you're willing to place your risk? Let's say you're only willing to risk 30 pips. Okay, you can do that in order to gain 60 pips. That's great. Based on the volume, that's a micro lot right there. Basically, if you're trading 30 pips, and let's say you're on a micro lot, all right, we're talking a small amount of money, guys. It's not that serious. All right, so it could be $3, it could be $30 if it's a mini lot, okay. But if it's a full standard lot, then risking 30 pips would means that the most you would lose is $30, right? And this is not including spreads, all right. So just keep that in mind. Now, in these brokers, they will give you a spread count. So basically, the spread is the difference between the bid and the ask prices. They'll also lay it out for you. So like if you're looking at the mobile version of MetaTrader, okay, and you click on advanced, you're gonna see how much the spread is for each asset that you are looking at in your watch list. You can execute trades on the web terminal. You can also execute trades directly on the mobile if your broker allows you to connect to MetaTrader. So most brokers that are overseas will allow you to connect to MetaTraders. In the United States, Forex brokers, regular Forex brokers, they're starting to develop their own platforms now, like Sway. Okay, like if you go to swaysetup.com, you will see it's a Forex broker, but they also have swaypropfirm.com, which is basically, it allows you to compete in a challenge to earn a funded account so you can trade that funded account and leverage that to make more money more faster. So there's different routes to go about it, but because it's an American broker, it has its own platform, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Now, when you're about to execute an order, okay, whether it's through MetaTrader or something else, all right, you gotta make sure that you see these things: the trading asset, so you know exactly what you're trading; the order type, okay. If you click instant execution, it's gonna open up these other options, which are the pending orders. Okay, instant execution is just on the spot. Your lot size, okay, in this example, it's a full or standard lot. You enter your stop loss exchange rate price here, your take profit exchange rate price over here, sell means sell, buy means buy, and here's a more miniature version of the chart. This is a tick chart. So you must click on instant execution in order to see the other order types, okay? Now that we've gone through all the Forex stuff, let me show you. Actually, no, we'll do some chart time. Let's just talk about binary options for a second. So the traditional way of Forex trading is based on points, okay? So the more points you gain in your favor after implementing a trade, the more profitable you can be. The more points you are negative, okay, in a trade, the more money you are potentially losing. Just keep in mind that that trading involves risk, including all or some of your initial investment. All right, very, very important to understand that. Now, when we talk about binary options, it is a little different. Traditional Forex is points-based, but binary options is literally predicting the direction only. So if if you're about to place a trade, it basically is this: I'm gonna place a buy right here. So if the market is anywhere above that buy by the time expiration, whether you put a 5-minute time expiration, 15-minute, 1-hour time expiration, whatever it is, if you are correct with your direction prediction by the time expiration, you clear the trade. That simple. You either clear the trade or you lose the trade. There is no in between. In traditional Forex, because it's based on points, you can minimize your losses. You could, get out of a mess after a while, and there's no time limits on that. But there is the margin to consider. With binary options, you're operating within a time limit, and you're either winning or losing. That's it. And to be honest, I like that style of trading better. I like the style of binary options because we get straight to the point. Literally within 1 hour, I could place 10 trades, and I'll be satisfied if I win, 6, 7, plus trades. I'll be satisfied with that because as long as I'm making more than what I'm risking, I can run with the bag, right? So binary options allows you to trade in the market by predicting the direction of a trading asset within a pre-selected time limit. Some countries do not permit binary options because some countries consider it as gambling. So it's outlawed in some countries. The countries that do permit it have specific regulations for it. So in the United States, for a regulated binary broker, it has to be exchange style. So far, right now, the only one we know of is Nadex only, and Nadex is not really a user. It doesn't have a user interface that attracts the masses really into it. Hey, son, how's it going? You got all that chocolate in your mouth, man. You're so funny. You're so funny. Go get your toy. Go get your ball or something. Sorry about that, guys. So when we go over here, right, we can see here's an example of one of the known binary brokers. This is Pocket. So you go to binarysetup.com if you want to take a look at profit. But essentially, you have all the elements, in place there. All right, you are able to choose your trading asset. Hold on one second. Yo, Angie, can you put them in the coche? Thank you. So number one, all right, you choose your trading asset, okay? And when you choose your trading asset, it's within these market classes. Remember, we talked about it earlier, what you can trade in the Forex market. You could trade Forex, you could trade crypto, you could trade commodities, and you can also trade stocks. My son is so attached to me. I love him so much. I can't wait to play with him after. But it is kind of funny. Payouts will determine the net profit you will generate with the trading asset if you win the trade. So the cool thing about binary options is you are able to see what the potential payout is before you even place a trade. That is cool. That is fire. That was one of the things that I love because I didn't have to do all the calculations with regular Forex trading. Now, don't get me wrong. I do both. I do regular Forex trading and I also do binary options Forex trading because there's advantages with both. For example, Forex has prop firms like swaypropfirm.com. That's fire. That's an opportunity for people to earn a funded account and make more money more faster. So there are advantages to both. So I don't tell people, look, go with one and not the other. No, like you need to learn all forms of trading to include stocks, to include futures, to include all that. Just start with Forex first because with Forex and binary options, I recommend binary options first, really. It's going to train you to be so specific with your entry prices that you will literally, after a while, you develop that skill set, you develop that knack for identifying really good entry opportunities. Once you do that, you will be a beast in multiple ways of trading because you've learned how to identify a specific point for your entry. And the more picky you are with your entries, the more it can help you become a more effective trader. Remember, there's certain words that we can't use for those of us that are showing things, trading related things and stuff. We are not account managers. We don't manage your account. We're not giving investment advice. Everything you see is for informational purposes. And we providing commentary in our opinions. But for those of us that are, talking, trading period, it's important to understand risk, right? It's important to understand these things, right? It's gonna take some familiarity. I would say it's gonna take a while, whatever. It's gonna take some getting used to. Look, it's just gonna take for you to be just a little bit more familiar with the terminologies and stuff. That's literally the hardest thing. And then once you start understanding support, resistance, the basics of SRTs, you could go far with just the basics. All the advanced stuff, it's really to keep people hooked and engaged. But my lives are free here, right? Unless I'm teaching like a super secret strategy, and that's a whole other ball game that'll be exclusive for our members. But with binary options, you choose your trading asset, then you select your time expiration and risk. Okay, you select your direction prediction. So in Pocket, it's higher or lower, right? So if you go to binarysetup.com, you'll see it. Okay, and remember, we talked about the synonyms. All right, then you are able to manage your trades. You can get out your trades. if you want ahead of time with a smaller loss, or you can, if you're so far ahead and super profitable, but there's still a lot of time in your trade, and you rather just like break even on that, you could do that too. So there's a few ways to manage it. After a while, you'll get more familiar with, what are the best ways to really manage that. And when you fund a broker, most of them allow you to send Bitcoin, which is simple. It's easy, and you don't have to call the bank and all that crazy stuff. It's real simple. You can use Cash App, upload money to your Cash App, or upload money to a Trust Wallet app. So there's an app called Trust Wallet, and it allows you to purchase crypto right with your card, and you can just send Bitcoin right over to your account with whatever broker you decide to go with. So very simple, a very simple process. I have a whole video on this on YouTube that's generated me literally hundreds of thousands of views. You can check out my YouTube right now. So Cash App, very simple. Put a balance on your cash balance. Put 100, 200, 1,000, whatever, 5,000, whatever it is you want to put in there. Click on Bitcoin. All right over here. Click on Bitcoin. Okay. Select or enter how much worth of Bitcoin you want to buy. So let's say you want to buy $500 worth of Bitcoin, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. You can just do that. Just you put $1,000 into your Bitcoin wallet, all right, and then you confirm the purchase. Okay. So after that, all right, after you decide to put whatever in there, you confirm your purchase and you're good to go. Once you have Bitcoin in there, now you can actually send the Bitcoin over to your broker. So as you go through the process of your broker, it eventually is going to get to a point where they're going to give you a QR code or a Bitcoin wallet address to send the funds to send the money that you want to use to trade. So while you're here in Cash App, in the Bitcoin section, click on Send Bitcoin, select how much you would like to send, and enter and paste the Bitcoin wallet address of the receiving Bitcoin wallet. Enter the speed choice that you want, confirm details. I always choose the fastest. So when you see this, okay, you get to send the Bitcoin. Make sure that you are registering binarysetup.com if it's PocketOp, or dotrade.com, if it's dotrade. And so when you get in here, binarysetup.com, and you're registering, you're going through the, you did the form, you're going through the motion or whatever, and you decide to, fund it. You select Bitcoin, very simple, and then you enter the amount of money that you want to send with Bitcoin, okay? And then you just correspond with that. So let's say it's a $500, let's say it's a $500 deposit or whatever the case may be. Then you want to send $500 worth of Bitcoin, and then they'll receive it over here, and then it will reflect in your balance. Okay. They use QR codes as well. Cash App, when you are sending Bitcoin, they give you the option to click on the QR code scanner over here. And so if you're working on the desktop and you're doing everything on your phone, you can use both desktop and phone to work with each other, or you could just simply copy the Bitcoin wallet address and just paste it onto your Cash App. So your Cash App is sending $500 directly to this account. So there's multiple ways to do it. After like your second time doing it, forget it. It's gonna be like second nature to you. So you're gonna know how to just send Bitcoin to a broker wallet. And I always choose priority. It is a little bit of a fee, $2.55 in this example. But it is what it is. I get to have this, sent within 10 minutes because I want to get going with trading, okay? If you do standard, lower cost, but you're going to have to wait 24 hours. Money don't wait for nobody. A lot of things can happen in 24 hours. Okay, then you confirm the withdrawal to the external wallet, okay? A tip is always look at the first few characters and look at the last few characters. If it lines up with the wallet address that your broker is telling you to send the Bitcoin to, then you're good to go. Click on confirm and send. It's important that not one digit is off, okay, when it comes to sending funds over to a broker. It's very important, because if one character is off, all right, then it's a completely different Bitcoin wallet that's going to get it, or it's going to be lost in the Bitcoin world. right? It's going to get lost in the blockchain, and there's no way of getting it back. Okay, DoTrade.com is the one that I'm currently using right now. So same process. You can use DoTrade. Get funded with that. Just choose to fund the account. Use your Cash App to do it. If you're international, download the Trust Wallet app. Simple. All right. Chart time. Okay, chart time. Let's talk charts. All right. So we spoke about traditional Forex. If you go over to swaysetup.com, all right, it's gonna bring you directly to. It's gonna bring you directly. To start a Forex account. You don't have to deposit anything. It's a free form sign up. But when you are ready to deposit, and you deposit money in there, and you get your access to the chart, this is what you get access to. So it's really simple. If I wanted to place a trade right now in Euro USD, whatever, let's say I click sell right over here. Okay, then I just double take a look on stuff. If I want to do an at market order, that means it's an instant execution, market execution. Here's the lots. It's 3 lots, so that's $30 per pip move, basically. So instead of $10 per pip move for $1 for one standard lot, it's 3 lots, so that's $30 per pip. Okay, and so if you want to go with a higher lot size, it's because you anticipate making a smaller move. But if you want to really pip hunt for real, then you could adjust accordingly. Always put protection orders, stop loss, take profit. I'm going to be teaching you strategies on take profits, stop loss, and things like that. So in our next lessons, you're going to be able to see that. But you are able to enter your orders, real simple, real cool. I'm just gonna place a regular order right now. All right, and I'm just gonna let this rock, and then you're gonna be able to see. Okay, if you are, it's always gonna start you off in a loss because remember you're paying the spread, right? But whenever you want to conclude a trade, you press on X, boom, all right, and then you close the position. Okay, ideally you want to close the position in profits. That's what take profits is for. Automatically pulls you out of profits once it gets to a certain point. Stop loss is a safety net as well. But if you want to manually close a position, you can just click X, close the position. I'm going to let it run until it eventually becomes profitable, and that could be in the next 20 minutes, whatever, okay? So every pip move is $30. So right now it's not even 2 pips in the loss yet, it's just 1 pip, and it's a little more than 1 pip, and that's most likely because of spread, right? So keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to executing a position in binary options, it's very straightforward. So I'm on USDJPY right now. I didn't even do my analysis. Again, I'm going to do the trainings on those. But let's say I wanted to place a quick sell for only 1 minute, okay? I'll go to my trade amount, okay? I'll put a relatively small amount, okay? And let's say I want to enter a buy or sell. If I want to enter a buy, I'll click up. If I want to enter a sell, I click down, okay? So let's just say I click down for whatever reason. If the market is anywhere below my sell by the time expiration, I clear the trade. If I enter a buy, okay? All right, you see the green arrow up. If I enter a buy, if the market is anywhere above my buy by the time expiration, I clear that trade. All right, so that's how it works. If it doesn't clear in the direction that you set, then you simply don't clear the trade. All right, remember, trading involves risk. But we're gonna get into specific techniques, okay, that's gonna help you with that. Let's say in this example with this down arrow one, I decided to roll it over once. That means that you just extend the time. However, it does come with a little bit more cost. That's how that works, and you could adjust accordingly. Again, I'm gonna go through several trainings on this, so you're gonna see. But it's straightforward. You either clear the trade or you don't clear the trade. So this buy just cleared right over here. Okay, you can see, all right, what was put down. You can see what was the profit. So you just subtract it, and that's your net right there. But as long as the market goes in the direction that you intended for it to go in by the time expiration, you cleared a trade. Now, just for transparency purposes, I did not do any analysis, but it's important that you do conduct an analysis, or at least leverage someone else's trading analysis before you just start executing trades. This is not gambling. Okay, gambling, everything is up to chance. Trading, you're taking calculated risks. All right, so be calculated. You don't want to be reckless. But I'm just over here clicking around, but I'm just showing you some examples. One lost, one did it. All right, so look, this one lost, okay, and the other one was a winner. Okay, see that right there. So bottom line is, ladies and gents, you wanna approach the market with a purpose. I'm gonna be going over several different things, and you see how it works. So the execution between this and the execution between the binary style, there's literally a lot to learn, a lot that could be offered. So this is my website right over here, mineoffbillions.pro. When you click on binary FX, just go over here to the binary FX station, and this is where you can find a lot of stuff. Okay, so if you want to see the different broker platforms, you just click on these, fill out the forms. It's free. Remember, you don't, until you decide to fund it, you don't have to pay for anything on these. All right, so just feel free to register for these brokers. Okay, now let's talk about the binary FX web apps and pages. Okay, so Trading Essentials 101 is a free playlist for you to leverage, right? So I created this trading video playlist for you guys, for you to see. Trading Blueprint recorded sessions for those of you that are familiar with my Instagram channel, a brand new Instagram channel, just hit 1,000 members. I did some live recorded sessions, and some of them go into some advanced topics. Feel free to look at the replays there. Okay, Binary FX bootcamp videos for my Binary FX OGs that actually got the membership, before. They have access to this. These are bonus videos. And there's other useful tools over here. So for example, I have the Binary FX Chart Plus for my BFX OGs out there that like the idea of having a strategy chart. They could switch from one strategy to another. Okay, literally, they could go right over here, switch from one strategy to another, and then a whole new chart will appear right in front of them as they select, a different strategy. So, and there's also a MetaTrader web terminal right over here for your convenience. So you can literally go from looking at the chart, which will populate in a second, to trading directly on MetaTrader if you have an international broker. Here's the heat map for Forex pairs. So if you're looking at this, let's say you want to trade Euro USD. Okay, you're looking at this Euro USD. You can see that overall it's depreciating in value. And then we have the news updates right over here. So you click on today, right? Get rid of the pop-up. Click on today again, and you can see the economic calendar. And when you start to see this stuff, you start to see that it's really pretty cool, guys. Like a lot of this stuff is really cool. Switch from one strategy to another, and then show you how I can refresh the whole page. I know I'm running a lot of programs right now, but when you switch from one strategy to another, the chart will switch along with it, and that's not even the hot stuff. There's way more hot stuff in here. Let me refresh it anyway. Get rid of some of these pages. Get rid of sway and do trade. Okay, I know I'm running a couple of things. What is that? Wow, I had a lot of stuff open. Okay. All right, we go over here to the binary FX station. One of the biggest things that we're using right now is the harmonic AI charts. So you can literally go to harmonicscanner.ai, harmonicscanner.ai, and you're going to see that's fire. We have the Telegram alerts popping, the Discord alerts popping. We've really got some, really good things going over here. And it's only gonna get better from there. So let me play this from here, and we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna wrap up shortly. Okay, so quick disclaimer. All right, trading and digital entrepreneurship, it's not for everybody. All right, it's totally different to some people's eyes. And it's for couples, especially if the individuals in the couple are not in the same page, where one wants to really grow, as an entrepreneur, as an investor, and the other one just doesn't support it, that could be a problem. So, you gotta talk with your partners. You have to, understand how this is. There's some people that, I believe it's really you taking a red pill. Have you ever seen the movie The Matrix? When you take the red pill, you wake up to reality, to how things really are, or whatever. So you don't want to be overly excited and start talking about a bunch of things you don't know. What I recommend is just get familiar with it, and don't say anything until you start making money. Don't say anything until you start being profitable, because at that point it's like the first question they're gonna ask you is, "Have you made money?" Right? So don't even engage the conversation until you make money. Trust me, you're gonna thank me in the long run, right? Until you actually make money, don't even say a word. Just learn as a student. Because as soon as you start opening your mouth and trying to talk about things that you don't know, then you're going to get rejected. You're going to feel away. Then you're probably going to stop your own journey from there, because that's the world we live in right now. People are quick to judge something they don't know. And being a Forex trader is not really on the top of everyone's bucket list. However, it allowed me to clear a lot of things off of my bucket list, for sure. Now, it's a 3-step blueprint, really. If we really, break it all down in the most simple points, what do we see a lot of wealthy people do? A lot of wealthy traders that are really running stuff behind the scenes of Wall Street. They raise capital, right, through fundraisers or whatever, or they just get loans, okay, from the bank, personal loans. All right, they leverage their good credit to pull out some loans, or they leverage their resources, their network, to eventually get them loans, whether it's direct loans or through the bank, whatever, okay? You consider the investment risks. All right, trading is a risk. Everything is a risk. Love is a risk. Going outside is a risk. Business is a risk, right? And then you plug into a working growth strategy. All right, when you plug into a strategy, a key thing is that there's mentors and that there's a community that you could be a part of. That's very important, because you want to be thrown into the wolves. I've seen that so many times. These internet gurus, they promote on ads and have all kinds of, different advertising campaigns and marketing campaigns and whatnot. And as soon as people buy into their system, it's like they're left out to dry. We don't want to do that here. We're developing a community over here, and you are a part of it. Whether you buy something or you just want to learn, that's fine. If you want to be here just to learn, that's cool. But understand, we really have tools that's going to really help people get to the next level. So, this learning everything yourself could be a drag, right? But we do have a done-for-you analysis program, okay? And with the done-for-you analysis program, what we're doing, me and my team, we're looking at the markets, we're identifying opportunities in the market, and we're giving you the heads up on it, okay? So if you have your phone with you right now, you can actually scan this for the Telegram trade ideas coming in, okay? If you prefer Discord, then scan the barcode to the right. It'll bring you through the Discord system. It's $50 a month, okay? But if you get one, you could also get the other, so you don't have to get both of them, all right? It's just 2 different systems, so we can keep track of everything. So, we'll be putting out, different trade alerts throughout the week. You shouldn't get no less than 5. Yesterday I sent 2. The day before I sent 2. And I'm about to send 2 again tonight. So, take advantage. Because our team is going to grow, and sooner or later it's going to be 10 signals a day, so on and so forth. Right now we're at the grassroots beginning, and I'm excited to bring on some people that I've been excited about working with for a while. So it's gonna be pretty interesting, right? All right, now on some more done for you analysis stuff, we do have the harmonicscanner.ai. So if you go to harmonicscanner.app or harmonicscanner.ai, it's going to actually show you the power of the harmonic system that we have. And it's way better than anything that you've seen out there, 100%. It's way better, and the cost is less. I was just, a part of a company that to get access to this, you have to pay $100 a month. Well, through us, you can get access to this for $25 silver or $50 monthly if you want the gold. So essentially, for $100 or less, you can have the trade ideas being sent to you on Telegram or Discord, and you can also have access to the harmonicscanner.ai. All right, so really, 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 really fire. You do want to get access to this stuff. All right, and for those of you that don't really have a lot of capital, but you're thinking of putting down a lot of capital to to trade with, let me give you a really cool heads up here. Prop firms allow you to pay to complete challenges, and if you complete the challenges, you get a funded account. So, for example, for those of you that are probably thinking, "Man, I'm about to invest a G into this," check this out. Instead of investing $1,000 in trading a $1,000 account, take a look at this. If you're into regular Forex, points-based Forex, with $9.89, you could start a challenge that will allow you to earn a $200,000 trading account. Could you withdraw that $200,000? No. However, you can use that $200,000 funded account as leverage to make more money more faster. So you'll be a lot more profitable than you would be if you just started with a generic, $1,000 account. And that's just keeping it all the way real. So you can go to swaypropfirm.com, or you can scan the QR code right over here, and you can just take a look at it. Just fill out the form without even having to buy anything. Just take a look around. This is what I encourage all of you to do, right? Just take a look at everything, okay? Just scan these codes. Save the links. Take a look at it first before you even buy anything. Fill out the forms to get started, but you don't have to put $1 in until you're like, you know what? I like this. This is good. Let me do this. Okay. All right. So choose your challenge, start your journey, earn a funded account. SwayPropFirm.com is the best prop firm I've seen out there, and it's coming from a real regulated United States broker, which is fire. Okay. Now we also have some more do-it-yourself, solutions. So, for example, there's some companies that you can't be a part of unless you pay $150 to $200 a month. Sometimes even more, right? You can't get CoinZoom without paying like $200, whatever. Listen, through us, you can get it for free. Just simply scan the QR code right over here, and now you'll have access to a platform where you can exchange your cryptos for those of you that are crypto fanatics. And on top of that, you can actually, when you store your crypto, you can actually pay using your crypto with their debit card system. So very, 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 very dope. You get access to this at no cost. At no cost. I think in order for you to get the card, you got to have at least $5 funded in an account, something like that. So take a look at that. Again, scan the QR codes, enter these sites, fill out the forms just to register. Don't pay $1 to anything until you take a look at everything. And when you feel comfortable, just fund it. Very simple. I show you a way on Cash App how you can fund a lot of these different things, including CoinZoom. You can use Cash App to do that. So really, really fire stuff, okay? And to just kind of bring it all home, one central place where you can locate everything. Scan the QR code over here. It's going to bring you directly to the Binary FX station. And everything that everything that's a resource, you can actually find right there. Okay. Now, last but not least, all right, this system is simple to follow. However, if it was easy, everyone would do it. I use the word simple, not easy. It's a simple system to use, but it's going to work if you work. If you put in a lot of effort behind this, no doubt in my mind, you're going to really love the decision you make. But if you're not willing to put the effort behind it, then you're going to stay behind, right? So again, this is just the introductory session. All right, this is the first live learning session. This is the rundown, the basic rundown. Moving forward, all our live sessions are going to be curriculum based. So we're going to be teaching, other stuff starting Monday. So on Monday, we're going to go over, let me look at my notes over here. On Monday, we're going to go over SRT, support resistance trend lines, how to look at a chart, okay? How to find certain things in the chart. We're going to start with that, and then we're going to continue to go to more advanced topics as the days go on ahead. So that way, it's always a unique learning experience, and it's never the same thing twice. Again, rewatch, review, and relearn this very simple, powerful system. Binary FX station. Find everything you need right over here, okay? Here's the Facebook group. All right, follow the guides. Let me go into the groups over here. Okay, follow the guides right over here. All right, when you click on guides, all right, you're gonna see my flyer. Okay, watch this video if you haven't already. All right, and click the personality test and all that good stuff. It's going to be important because everyone has a different motivational point. Everyone has different, things that makes them want to do stuff. So you'll get to learn more about yourself and more about what motivates others when you go through this personality test. But you're going to find some of these videos over here that's pinned, okay? And yeah, any questions you got, make sure you send it in this thread so we can get it answered. And again, Monday, we're going to gun-ho for Monday. Monday, we're going to go all the way in, all right? I'm going to be adding more individuals to this Facebook group over the weekend. So we're probably going to be expecting, definitely some more people over the weekend. Monday, we're going to be lit. And I'm also going to be introducing y'all to one of my partners, okay? And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope you had a great learning experience today. This is a great first live learning session. It was a little longer than usual. It won't be this long, all right? Usually I'll have it cut down to 30 minutes. We went over. We went almost an hour and a half. But, it was essential that we get this out so we can get into more stuff. All right, with that said, thank you so much. Stay blessed, take care. Peace out, y'all. Let's get it.